The college football playoff is here. The long regular season has all been building to this. And now, first-round games and home field settings. This place is going to be rocking. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the number 5 seed in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The Blue Devils offense comes onto the field for the first time today. That's a group coming off an impressive win last week. Now they go on the road to face a strong defense that gets stirred up by this crowd energy. Let's see what they can do today, Kirk.
Hey, Chris, I think the fact that they were able to win the game last week, like you mentioned, gives them the confidence that they need to come into this environment and deal with this defense and try to get out of here with a win.
Finds an open target on the left side. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. He finds some space. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
If you're going to run an ISO play with that pulling guard, the running back's got to do a better job of getting behind those big linemen to hope that a hole will open up. Here he tries to bounce it to the outside, and there's just no room out there.
Breaking tackles and going. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line. And the Blue Devils come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Swarm to the pass rush. A sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's 3rd down coming up.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Pressure is coming. Oh, the pass rush gets home. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. This will be a 39-yard attempt. It's no good. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is. So Alabama's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Let's check out the impact players in this game. There are guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. And think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense edge to it.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. To throw, it's Simpson. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Looking for the wide out. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. And he punts it out of bounds, so no return. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. First down, they're going to throw the football. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's King. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40. The Blue Devils pick up enough yardage to get a first down. The quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. They get him to the ground, but it's first down now at the 28. So a serious defensive battle as we wrap up the first quarter. These teams pursuing a national championship. Let's take a look at the game summary so far. Both teams desperate to get the offense going, find a spark and some rhythm in this playoff game. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Some hard running there through a tackle. And the Blue Devils are on the move here. First down here for this offense. They call the draw play here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings it down.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
And the back gets the football. Tackle at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there. The Blue Devils will line up here on first down and goal. Grab behind the line. It's King. Touchdown, Blue Devils. As they claim the lead in this playoff game. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. It's a run. Running back's got it. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Short throw complete to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And here comes the punter onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Blue Devil Rebels offense heads back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
And he's intercepted.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open and just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
The offense now has great field position to start the drive. And here's the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Over the middle, it's Cuevas. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half as they try to make some adjustments here.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
So it's third and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. They'll try to run for the first down. That's good for first down yardage now at the 26.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. On the run, it's Miller. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Quick throw to his receiver. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Net kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. 1st and 10 now for the offense. It's a shotgun run call. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Defense is coming after him. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Bringing pressure. With the catch, it's Moore. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
The grab near the sticks. It's Brown. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. The pass rush closing in. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half.
A A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
They look to throw it here on second down. What a catch! Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. The field goal is good. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They were sluggish in the first half, almost completely shut down. Let's see if they can find a spark now coming out of the break. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Well, sometimes it's obvious, sometimes it's controversial, but that lineman a little bit too far downfield, and that's a costly penalty. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
The punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. See if he can make something happen with the return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Duke's offense heads back out of the field now. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early down. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And he's tackled immediately, so not much of a gain on the play. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on him.
No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Duke.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Point after, up and good. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Receiver makes the grab.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. The shotgun handoff here. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Dropping back. It's Simpson. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down. Punt team ready to boot it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at the 40. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks free. Hooks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on their ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
First down and 10 now. Direct snap to the back. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. And Duke has the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. All right, here comes the 4th quarter. Everything to play for here. Who's going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And the Blue Devils will bring their punt team onto the field. The punt will bounce out of bounds down at the 5-yard line. That's a great punt. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Back to pass. It's Simpson. And it falls incomplete.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's reeled in. It's Williams. He's out of bounds after a nice gain, and finally, a spark of life from this offense. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Close to the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Lewis. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moves all the way to the 38. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. The QB keeper all the way. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Touchdown, Alabama. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Fields it just outside the goal line. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. So the Duke offense heads back out of the field. They're trying to build up the lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needed this crucial conversion right now. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it in the open. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47.
Oh, big hookup here. They're forced to throw the ball on 3rd down, and the connection's going to keep this drive alive, and also, more importantly, just keep that clock moving.
And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Leaning on the run game here late. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
Rolling the dice a bit. Up 1 possession and going for it on 4th down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. The receiver grabs it. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. A direct snap. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Fights through a tackle. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. This is important, a chance to extend the lead here in the final quarter. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. And come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Simpson. Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, that one's picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's